To Vanessa's van life journey. My name is Vanessa and I live in a van. And her name is Treasure. Treasure is behind me. I am in Treasure. Treasure is my van. So I am here today to talk to you about state park passes. I made several videos about state park passes. Sometimes when I make the videos, I just give y'all as much information as I can give y'all in the videos. And sometimes I make live streams and I give y'all too much information in that live stream and y'all don't watch the whole thing. So in this live stream, I'm only going to talk about state parks. So that way you can watch this whole video no matter how long it is. You can watch this video and get all the different information that you want to know about state parks. So state park passes, almost every city and state has state parks. So this information is going to be universal to all state parks, but it may differ just a little bit depending on the state that you're in, because some state parks charge different prices, some state parks have different rules and all of that. So that part of it may vary, but if you have a state park in your state, if your state has state parks, then the information is probably going to be the same across the board as far as state parks. So you guys know that there are a lot of nomads living in their vans, a lot of nomads that are living in their vehicles from state to state, a lot of people that are actually homeless. We are in an inflation and everything is sky high. There are people that can't pay their rent. People's rent have went up. Their jobs haven't given them a pay increase, so they can't afford their rents. So there are probably more people in the United States of America and other countries as well that are homeless than before. So you have a lot of people that are homeless because they can't afford their bills. A lot of people are jobless, and therefore in this economy they became homeless. A lot of businesses closed down during the pandemic, and so a lot of people lost their jobs, a lot of people lost their income, a lot of people lost their livelihood, and a lot of people became homeless. There are some people who are homeless and it's not by their choice, and there are some people that have chosen the lifestyle of van life, of the nomad life, living in their vehicle, whether it's an RV, whether it's a car, whether it's a boat. There are people that's living on boats now. There are people that are, going and buying land and living on tiny homes. No matter what you're doing, no matter how you are being a nomad, I really feel like the state park pass, and this is something I'm going to keep pushing on my channel and pushing on my channel because I need people to know this information. Maybe my other videos in the past, you did not see them and you don't know this information. So I'm going to continue to talk about this on my channel. I'm constantly getting new people to my channel every day. Some people may be old to the channel but may not seen the previous videos. So I want my videos on the state park pass to be very detailed. So if you have any questions about the state park passes, please keep your questions on this video about the state park passes, so that way I can make a future video answering your questions. If I don't answer something, if I leave something out, I can answer it. So if you have any questions about the state park passes, let me know. So this is our Texas State Park Pass. I don't know if I showed you this. One thing I like about Texas State Park Pass is it's plastic like a card. Once you get this State Park Pass, you keep this State Park Pass, and I don't think they give you another one. I think they just like put it in the system and put the expiration date on the back of it. So my state park pass expires in 2025. I just renewed it when I got back to Texas. I think this state park pass is like $77 or something. So what this state park pass does for you is it does a lot of things. It is definitely worth the $77 per year. So if you have a state park pass, when you go to state parks and you pay for camping, you're gonna get, like, if you pay for 2 days of camping, you're going to pay full price for the first day and you're going to get the second day half off. So if you pay for 5 days of camping, you're going to get the first day pay full price. You're going to get the second day half off, and you're going to pay full price for the other days. So I like to break it down into increments. When I go to a state park pass, I usually go during the week when it's not that many people there, and I usually pay for 2 days, especially if it's a new state park that I am not familiar with. I want to just pay for 2 days. I want to see if I like the state park. I want to see if I like the area. So I'm going to pay for 2 days. I'm going to pay for one day full price and the second day half price. And so then the next day, after the 2 days, I am going to check out of my space. And then by that time, I've had a chance to drive around the whole state park, take a tour of the whole state park, see what area that I like the best. And so I can drive around the state park, see what area I like the best, and then on the next days, I can go ahead and decide, because it's still going to be in the week, because I'm probably going to go on a Monday. And so Monday and Tuesday, I'm going to pay for, get Tuesday for half price. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to have to check out. So on Wednesday, I'm going to go to the office and pay for another space. And then I can go ahead, and if they have it available, I can pay for the rest of the week. And I've already driven around the place and found a spot that I like, that I think would be ideal for me. So in that instance, now I know what spot is that I like, and so now I could just pay for the rest of the week, however many days I'm going to be there, 3 or 4 days. So that is the benefit of having a state park pass. You're going to get a discount on the second day. And also you get a discount on anything that you buy from the store at the state park pass. If you buy firewood, if you buy the patches, you're going to get a discount. And also you are going to, most state parks have a store that sells tackle and bait and all of that, and little whatnots and trinkets. So you get a discount with your state park pass on anything that you buy from the store as well. The biggest perk that I love with the state parks pass, once you have a state park pass, you can get a visitor's pass to go into the park every single day. 365 days out the year, most state parks are open year around. Every single day, they do not close. So every single day, you can go into the state park and stay in the state park from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. every single day for free with the state park pass. So if you are in van life, you're a nomad, and you are staying in an area and you live in this area, I'm going to put this down. This is the state park pass for Texas. But you live in the area and you're homeless, or you're a nomad and you're living out of your vehicle, and you don't know where to go during the day, and you don't know where to go to clean out your van during the day. You don't know where to go to just sit out and open up your van where nobody will bother you, and you're sleeping in parking lots, but then you don't want to open up your van during the day in the parking lot. You need. And then the beauty of being a nomad is that you can choose what city and what state to be a nomad in. So do your research and find a city and find a state that you want to be a nomad in, that you want to live in your vehicle in, that you want to stay put and try to save some money. Find a city and a state where there is a state park. And if you can find a city and a state where there's a state park by water, that's even better. Like, you can choose what part of the country you want to be a nomad in that kind of has good weather all year around and that's by water. Like, it's going to be the bomb.com if you can find somewhere that has good weather all year round. Or if you just travel 2 times out the year, you travel 2 times out the year. In the wintertime, you go one place in the wintertime, because it's not going to get too cold. And then in the summertime, you go somewhere where it's going to be cool enough where you can make it and survive living in your van. So if you travel 2 times out the year and just stay in a particular area and move around to the different state parks in that area, that is going to be ideal for your situation of being a nomad. One, you're trying to save money. And listen, y'all, I'm not talking to the nomads who have money to travel and go anywhere you want to go. I'm not talking to the nomads who are retired. You have a savings. You could afford to go buy you a nice RV. You could afford to pay for campsites every single day out of the year if you wanted to. I'm not talking to those nomads. I'm talking to the people that are struggling. I'm talking to the people that can't afford to go pay for a campsite every single day. I'm talking to the nomads that live in their vehicles full time and they can't afford to pay for parking in an RV park. They can't afford that. I'm talking to the people that are traveling, and on your travels, you can't afford to be in a campsite every single day. And I'm talking to the nomads who may be living in their vehicles to keep from being homeless, and you're on a fixed income, and so you just have to make ends meet on that fixed income, and you're sleeping in parking lots, and you don't know where to go, and you don't know what to do in order to just be more comfortable during the day. So that's where state parks come in, and you can pick the city, you can pick the state, you could do your research and see what city and state has state parks. You can find a city and state that has a state park that's surrounded by water. You can find a city and state that is van life friendly. You could find a city and state with a college in it, and you could decide to go back to school. Like, you can live in your van and you could go back to school, go back to college, and live in your van, and then go to state parks to do it during the day. You can go study at the state park. You can go clean out your van at the state park, and you could stay there from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. and go find you a place to sleep at night. Like, you can get yourself into a routine find 4 or 5 parking lots that you could sleep in and nobody is going to bother you. Rotate those parking lots every couple of days. Leave as early as you can in the morning and come as late as you can at night, because the state park closes at 10 for you. You can leave there at like 9:30, drive to your place where you're going to park, be inconspicuous, sleep there the night, and get up and leave the next day. So that is the information on the state park pass. Now you're going to say, well, Vanessa, how do I find out what state parks are in my area? So I went to a state park today, and I wanted to know, like, what other state parks are in this area. I was asking Siri. Girl, Siri was giving me state parks that was 1,000 miles away. And I'm like, I know there have to be some more state parks closer than 1,000 miles away. So I went inside the state park because I like to buy patches. I'm purchasing patches for every state park that I go to and every like activity that I do. I'm purchasing patches because I'm going to put patches up on a jacket. So I went in and they gave me this. It's called The Guide to Texas Public Campgrounds. So they have this book for free. And then, where? Oh, this one, it fell. Then they had Texas State Parks, and it is official guide, facilities, maps, and activities. So this is a Texas State Park guide. So this has all of the state parks in Texas, and then they had this map in the inside. They have this map. Of all the state parks in Texas. So everywhere that they have the little trees at, there is a state park in those areas. So like I can look and find the area that I'm in on the map, and then I can look on the map and I can see other areas that have nearby state parks. So like then this is like the Big Bend County, which I want to go to the Big Bend State Park eventually, but y'all, it's so far away. Like this is how big. Charlene was like, yowza. Texas is big. So this is Texas, y'all. The second largest state in the United States of America. This is Texas, and they got it color coded and broken up. And this is how many state parks they have throughout Texas. And so if I'm in an area and I want to see what other state parks are in that area, I can look on the map. This is very, very, very handy, you guys. So whenever you go to a state park, ask them, do they have any state park guides for that state? I need to get a state park guide for every state. Now, I want y'all to know that every state park is different. They're not all going to have a plastic card like this. I wish they did. But in Arizona, they don't have a plastic card. They have a little paper card that you could easily lose. So I love that Texas gives a plastic state park pass that's like a credit card that you could just stick in your wallet. So that's something that I would highly recommend that the other states do. I know Arizona don't have a plastic one. I don't know about Nevada because I haven't visited any state parks in Nevada. But next time I go to Nevada, I will be getting me a state park pass from Nevada. Now this book breaks down every state park. It breaks down every state park, tells me things about the state park and all of that. So this is very, 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 very handy to have, because sometimes Siri be failing me and she don't be telling me what in the Donkey Kong is going on. So this is going to tell me everything about all the state parks in Texas. And I also have a map that I can keep in here to see what state parks are going to be near the area that I'm in. And then this also is a Texas state travel guide. So I got this as well if I want some tips on traveling activities that they're going to be having in Texas. I can just kind of figure out and map out what all is going to be going on in Texas. So I'm not a calendar type person, y'all. But one thing that I figured out in doing van life, I'm going to put this back in my wallet because today, when I went to the state park, girl, this pass wasn't in my wallet. And I had to tear up my van to try to find this pass. So I'm not a calendar type person. But in doing van life and like wanting to travel to different places, I'm finding and wanting to know, people tell me about this activity and that activity and what's going on in different parts of Texas. So I need to put those things down on the calendar. I need to put the date. Like I need to put on my calendar next year the Rattlesnake Festival, the Rattlesnake Roundup. I need to put that on my calendar. I need to put on my calendar the RTR, the dates, and block it out to the RTR. So I'm going to get me a calendar. I am not a calendar person, but I'm going to get me a calendar, and like I'm going to put things on the calendar that I want to attend every year. Block those out on the calendar. New things when I look through this travel guide that's going to show me different things going on in Texas. I know I'm going to be in Texas. Let's say I know I'm going to be in Texas every year between February and June. So I can look in this travel guide and see what festivals and what things go on every year between February and June and put that on my calendar. So every year I know I'm going to be in Nevada between October and January. So I can, when I go to the state park in Nevada, I can get a book for Nevada, see what different activities that go on in Nevada that I want to do. Next time I go to Nevada, I want to ride on a hot air balloon that goes all the way up in the air and just floats and takes me everywhere. So I want to do a hot air balloon. I know that they have a hot air balloon festival, I think in Arizona. So I want to go to that hot air balloon festival eventually. So I recommend that you go to your state parks and you get the travel guide for the state. And you can go to libraries and stuff like this. They have stuff like this at libraries too. So make sure you get a travel guide for your city and your state. Make sure you get if you're in Texas too, if you're a Texan, some of my subscribers are Texans. So you can get the state travel guide, this book right here for Texas. And you could also get the guide to the public campgrounds. So I don't know if this is just going to be state park campgrounds, but it says the guide to Texas public campgrounds. So, and then you could also get the official state park guide that's going to list all the different state parks. Let's see this lady right here. She got the state park pass right there. Let me see what it says on here. It says unlimited visits to 80 state parks for you and your carloads of guests. So it's unlimited visits. I like that word, unlimited, to 80. So there are over 80 state parks in Texas. Unlimited visits. It's a camping discount when staying 2 or more nights. So you get camping discounts when you stay 2 or more nights. Saving on state park merchandise and equipment rentals. So you save with the state park pass. It say get yours today at the park headquarters, or you can go online. Ooh, who playing music? So I recommend, no matter what city, no matter what state you're in, that you get a state park pass if they have state park passes available. Some people have left comments on my channel and saying that they don't have state parks passes in their area, that it's free to get into state parks. I don't know nothing about that. But if that is the case for your city and your state, I don't know if it's a state park or just a regular park. We're not talking about regular parks, you guys. We're talking about state parks that are maintained and mandated, and you have camping and all of that. So I would think that if it's a state park, that they would definitely have a state park pass, because people are going in and camping and paying to get in. If you're not paying to camp, then I don't think that's a state park. And I think if you're paying to camp, then I think that that is a that they would have a pass. So I don't know, but I think somebody did leave in the comments and said that they do not have state park passes. So I don't know. I can't really speak on that. So I hope this information was helpful to y'all. I know today I already knew about the state park passes books, but I don't know why. I don't know if I had them before and I threw them away because every year I guess they're going to come out with different ones. I don't know. But I got them. I'm back in Texas. I got my Texas State Park passes books and my guides. And so I think this is going to be very helpful to me. So if I can pass on any information to y'all to be helpful to y'all, I know Miss Edna is getting out there and she's visiting more state park passes. When she came to visit me in Huntsville, she ended up buying her a state park pass, and she ended up going to another state park like the following weekend by herself. And she's like, Vanessa, I'm gonna get out there, Vanessa, and I'm gonna do my thing. So I'm so happy that Miss Edna is getting out there and doing her thing. And Miss Edna, go get you these 3 books, so it will help you to know more state parks in your area, and you can look at it on the map, because Siri might not pull it up. I'm telling y'all, girl, I've been asking Siri all day long. When I was deciding where I was gonna go next, I was asking Siri for state parks in my area. Girl, Siri was telling me stuff that was 1,000 miles away in Colorado. And I'm like, you mean to tell me I ain't closer to some more stuff, Siri? And she just was not giving me the answer to that question. So when I went, I'm trying to see, the lady had wrote something down for me. I don't even know what I did with it. I'm gonna have to find it. The lady wrote down 2 near state parks near me now that I can go to. Because I really don't like the state park that I'm at right now. So I think I'm gonna stay in this town a couple of days just to get some footage, film some things about the town, do a tour of the town and show y'all that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna look on the map and see. I don't even know where I'm at right now. I think I'm gonna look on the map and see what is near me, and see everything that has a tree. That is where state parks are. So there are, see, let me tell you something. You see down here, this is Austin. This is why I'm going to Austin. You see all these state parks in Austin? Austin has a lot of state parks. Like when I was in Austin last time, I only went to 1 state park. But when I would ask Siri for nearby state parks, there were like 4 or 5 state parks that were like close by in Austin. Let me see something, y'all. Let me see. What? Okay, the state park that I went to in Austin that I love and I want to go back to because I want to see the waterfalls, it's called McKinney Falls State Park. And in that area, just in that nearby area, oh my goodness, there are like There is McKinney Falls State Park. It's like, when I go to Austin, girl, we going to state parks. Because Austin has, look like about 20 state parks, y'all. Austin have about 50 state parks. So we gonna have some fun in Austin, y'all. I think I'm going to Austin next month. Depending on how my court situation come out, I'm probably gonna go to Austin and stay in Austin for a little while because there is a lot to see in Austin. So Fort Worth, Texas has about 10 state parks or more. Dallas, I don't know about Dallas, y'all. I definitely can't go to Dallas in the wintertime because it get freezing cold down there. But I might visit Dallas. I'm probably not going to make it to Dallas this year because I know I'm going to spend a lot of time in Austin because look at all these state parks in Austin. If y'all are in the Austin area, y'all need to get y'all a state park pass. So in Houston, it's not as many, girl. It's not as many state parks in Houston as it is in Austin. Austin is very van life friendly, you guys. For you nomads out there, I'm telling y'all, maybe I met this lady in Arizona, and she was living in her car, and she said she had just left Austin, and she said it wasn't very van life friendly. I started passing some information on to her, and she was like, really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Y'all, Austin is very, very, very van life friendly. Where I stayed at, now when I was in Austin, I think I stayed in Austin for like a month or 2 months. In Austin, they park on the streets. So you can park anywhere on any street in the area that I was in. Now, I can't speak for the whole of Austin, but in the area that I was in, they parked on the streets. And so all I had to do every night was go park on the street. After I stayed at the state park all day long. And I will go to the state park every day. And then I would go park on the street at night. And I did not have no problems. So to me, any city and state where they have parking on the street, where everybody in the town parks on the street, that is a van life friendly neighborhood, town, because everybody parks on the street. So it's not going to be unusual for you to park on the street. That's what makes it very van life friendly, is that they park on the street. So in the area that I was in, they parked on the streets. And I parked on the street, and I got in where I could fit in. And every morning I got up and I left, and I went to the state park, and then every night I went back to the area where I parked on the street at. And so yeah, Austin have so many more state parks than Houston. Houston has Stephen F. Austin State Park, Brazos Bend State Park. I wanted to go there before I left, but I didn't. Sheldon State Park is a day state park, no camping. Then they have Niles Creek Lake, Southermore, Niles Creek State Park, Blue Sutton State Park. Where is, Huntsville State Park, Lake Livingston State Park, Martin Dyes Jr. State Park, Valley Creek State Park. Wow, Austin has so many more state parks. Fort Bagby State Park. That's like close to Centerville. Oh, I think I went to Bagby State Park, but I think they were closed when I went there. I don't think Bagby State Park had overnight camping. Mm, I think, yeah, I don't think they had overnight camping, or if they had it, they didn't have any available when I went. I can't remember. So yeah, y'all, Austin have more state parks than any other place on this map. Austin is, I like Austin, y'all. If I wanted to just stay in Texas and not go nowhere else and do van life, I would go to Austin. I would move to Austin and I would do van life in Austin because Austin has so many sights to see. Austin has so many state parks. And Austin I like Austin, y'all. So that's where I would be. So if y'all have any other information that you want to share about state parks, travel guides, and any of that, if y'all have any information that y'all want to share, make sure y'all leave it in the comments bar below. I'm going to get me a calendar. So if you guys are a nomad and you have a calendar, I don't think I'm going to get the calendar to like hang up. I think I'm going to get me like a book calendar so I could jot stuff down in it. And like for festivals and stuff that they have every year, I can refer back to that calendar and just see like where did I go last year? What did I enjoy last year? Where do I want to go this year? So I'm probably going to go to a Office Depot tomorrow, or maybe even a Marshalls and a Ross, because I do know that I have seen Marshalls and Rosses with calendars, and something else I needed that I can't think of. So anywho, I want to go sit by some water. I want to go sit by a lake. There are a couple of state parks that are not far from where I'm at that have beautiful lakes, beautiful water. So y'all already know that is where I'm about to go. I'm about to head to somewhere where they got some lakes, some water, some beautiful views. So yeah. And then I'm making my way back to you, babe. I'm making my way to Austin, y'all. Austin is like my baby. I love me some Austin, y'all. And I only went to one state park when I was in Austin, but I did find another park when I was in Austin that wasn't a state park. And I was able to sleep at that park. I slept at that park like several nights. And I probably slept at that park like about a week. And nobody bothered me. So, anywho, I'm going to talk to y'all later. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Let me know if this video was helpful to y'all. Please go back and watch this video all the way to the end. If you need to know more about state parks, watch the video. The information is out here, you guys. If you are interested in anything, you don't have to email people and ask them questions about it. You don't have to ask them questions on their videos, because nobody is obligated to tell you anything. But knowledge is power. The information is out there for you. Somebody has made a video about it. Go type in whatever question you have, whatever you're thinking about. Go type it in on YouTube and just go binge watch videos on that topic and find out the information that you need about whatever it is that you need. The information is out there. That's how I learned everything that I needed to know about van life from doing my own solar. I watch videos over and over and over and over again. And one thing about a video is you can't get on somebody's nerves if you need to keep asking them the same question over and over again because you don't learn a certain way. and you learn at a slow pace, that's one thing I love about a video. You can replay it. You missed a part, you didn't understand it. You can replay it. You can go back and play it over and over. That's how I learn. Girl, if I had that person in front of me and I was like, well, how you say you do that? And how you say you do that? And they're going to be like, I just answered that question. Girl, I love to go watch a video because I could just keep replaying it. I can make them say that, repeat that same thing 100 times, and they is not gonna never get mad at me or frustrated at me because, girl, I'm just replaying it. I'm pressing the rewind button. So everything you need to know is in videos on YouTube. Go type it in and search it and watch the videos. The knowledge is out there. This is YouTube University. Go to YouTube University and find out whatever it is you need to know. The information is out there, y'all. Like, that's how I find out what I need to know. Like, people like, how did you find out about, I was talking to Miss Edna yesterday, and she was like, girl, I had never heard nothing about the Rattlesnake Festival. I found out about the Rattlesnake Festival on YouTube years ago when I was researching van life. So you'll find out everything you need to know if you just pick up that phone or that computer and just do some research while you spending all your time online listening to mess and listening to drama. Girl, educate yourself and grow in a positive way instead of just staying on the internet and being entertained by mess and drama and garbage. Like, grow. So I will talk to you guys later. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thanks for watching. Bye now. Don't forget to leave some comments bar below. I need one more thumbs up to get to 40 thumbs up. Don't forget to leave some comments bar below and let me know you were in here and watching. Talk to y'all later.